Hello, welcome to the Daily Nature Journal. Today I'm getting started on May, and the first thing I'm going to do is get these gathered flowers into the press. These were gathered from the hedges, a few from the woods, and these beautiful gladioli were from my front garden. I want to get these into the press as soon as possible, and these are going to form the colours for my pressed flowers for May. Doing a little bit of reorganising of what I've got, some dog violets here. And then we've got some grape hyacinths, some violas and pansies, and some cow parsley here too. And all of this reorganising means I've got space for all of my new flowers. Get that tightened down, and that'll be in there for another few weeks. It's the third week of May. And I am only just getting started on May's pages. Unfortunately, that's the way things go sometimes. Things just get in the way a little bit. This is my title page for May, which I'm going to get started on today. I think this side here lends itself quite nicely to be two columns of my weather observations. And what I may do is put a few small drawings or pressed flowers in this gap here. On this side, I'm going to want to do something to describe the month. So I think if I do a border of pressed flowers here with the name of the month in the middle, and then on this side I'll catch up with my weather. I'll glue this down, I think, leaving a little space for me to slot some more pressed flowers in. And I think I may here and there just do a few little drawings of some of the flowers that are really prominent at this time of year. I think the first thing I want to do is get this flap here glued down so it's not just constantly flapping up and getting in the way. I don't want the flap itself to be a feature on this particular page. So if I just put in a little bit of EVA glue down, and I'm not making it as wide as this, because I want to leave a little bit unglued, because the idea later on is to add some pressed flowers underneath, but also to add some gold leaf to the edge, and I want to make sure I've got room to do that. That's going to be a video right up the other end of the year in December. I'll be going through and adding lots of gold leaf to the journal. So you can look forward to that one if you're a subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? You know you want to come back and see that. So the gold leaf is going to be all the way along here. And it's going to match some of the gold leaf work that's on the edges of the outside of the pages. I have a habit in the studio where I have two pots. I've got this old paste pot which I found in the beachcombing video. You can go looking for that further back. And then I've got a little shot glass. This paste pot I use to wash my glue brush. And this one is for painting, because I don't really want to get those two things muddled up. Right, now with that glued down, I'm now going to get started putting the name of the month and a few lovely little sketches of a few flowers around the edges. And then I'm going to go through and put in the weather observations. I've been keeping those in a separate book, right here, alongside my to-do lists. And I've got a few days where I had a gap, so I'm going to have to go back through my journal, my other record, to see if I can fill in these spaces. And then I'm just going to copy this information across into here. I've got to start out by just making sure that I've got a nice straight line to work with, referencing my previous font that I've kind of made up, because I want to try and keep it all consistent. And now just doing some quick sketches. So this is just with pencil of some flowers that I have in front of me. Just laying out where I might want the sketches to be, and making sure that I leave some space for the pressed flowers too. As you can see, I've actually got the flower there in front of me. Most of these are from my garden, and a few leftover ones that didn't go into the press that were from the hedgerow. strawberry plant. That's from my back garden. They're looking ready to start making strawberries very soon. And the cow parsley. It's getting really nice simple little drawings. A few campions, bit of herb robert, and the big one is this dandelion down here at the bottom. Just drawing in all of those individual little petals. Now removing the pencil lines, and then it's time to start filling in those weather observations. So putting in the numbers first. I don't have quite enough room for all of them on this page. And then filling in some of the symbols. And then I'm putting in my energy levels as well. And filling in a few of the gaps looking at my phone. And now it's time to get those coloured in. So I'm using my silver and gold markers and my white pen too. And now it's time to go and add some colour to these sketches. So I'm using Derwent Inktense only for this one, because I really want to get really bright colours, because May to me is a month of absolute vibrancy. So I'm using the brightest colours I have, which is the Derwent Inktense. Some nice bright pinks. And now this was my favourite part, adding in the really bright yellow of the buttercups and the dandelion. Let that dry just a moment, and then on with the very bright sun yellow, straight over the top. Little bit of white for the cow parsley, and adding a little bit of blue to really make the title of the month. So this is a really good start on my title page for May. I only got to the 26th here on the weather observations, so next time I'm going to have to go over the page, finish off that, and can start putting in some of the features of my May so far. On this page I've just got some pressed flowers to put in once they're ready, and this little edge thing to do here, but I'm quite happy with this. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me set this page out. It's quite similar in some respects to some of my earlier title pages. So this is the one for April, for March, and February here and here. So just keeping a kind of continuous theme going on through this journal, and just experimenting a little bit with different styles for each month's title page. Thank you so much for watching this one. I'll be continuing on through May in the next video. I'll see you next time.